So possibly have the most cursed Yamaha ever. Like, I've bought many bikes, worked on quite a few, but I don't think I ever had anything like this. This thing is terrible. Got them custom painted brake calipers, yes sir. Flash arrestor, yeah, you don't need that piece of shit. Just run it straight through, fuck it. You free your bolts and stuff? Yeah, buddy, we just run them self taps. Just like that,
This.
Oh, and it just keeps on coming.
This is not okay. This needs to stop now.
Custom brush paint frame.
This is so much cancer.
Radiators. Painting your front plastics. This is probably the only good thing on the bike. It looks like maybe a 2014 number plate. Surprisingly, the controls ain't terrible. I mean, the throttle got completely cracked and just taped up. That's not even, wow. Surprisingly, the tires are good on the bike. Oh, look at this, huh? You want factory FX? Well, boom. How about Florida Man FX? Yeah. You almost think that's Yamaha. Oh man, hey, it gets better. So normally, you know, there's a little thing right here that your seat goes into. Yeah, fuck it. Don't even have the. Let's keep diving in. So this is at least it's got the large tank. Give it that. So when you dive in, as you can see, nicely seated gasket. Yeah, you don't want your top end running away either, so put some nylocks and just run the fucking threads home, so the poor fucker like me is gonna have a real fun time taking it apart. Power valve wasn't even hooked up. I took this off earlier. Surprisingly, this bike ran. I put it in storage and yeah, look. Oh God. Nothing. So I'm hoping maybe a gear jammed up in here. You know, fingers crossed, but it might be fun. Yeah, got them, get them nice hole shots with these. Yeah. Oh, this poor freaking bike. I took off the stator too because, well, it was missing a bolt, and figured we'll clean that up at least. See if we can't get the bike at least started and run for a little bit. Bought it off somebody. They said, oh, it's magnetic, so it'll stay. I really hope he was just joking with me, because, yeah. Even the shifter, you think at least the shifter's fine? No, this is like off a different bike, I think. And yeah, they just literally just welded the thing to the shaft. So praise be whoever has to take it off. Oh man, this bike is just something else. Well, I guess let's get to it. Start getting into wow, that bolt's not good. All right, let's see what we're dealing with. Okay.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
Wow, look at that. I don't even think there's a plate in between the two friction plates right here. Fuck me. Alright, we'll keep tearing this down then. Gotta ramp up that. Funny thing or not, this might be an actual KTM bolt. Because I noticed when I worked on some KTMs, that's how they do motorcycle bolts. Hopefully it wasn't an actual mechanic then that worked on this thing. It'd be horrific. Oh wow. Straight water. I thought this thing was empty. I guess that was it. Like I said, we just had water sitting for a while. I guarantee you, when this cover plate's taken off, it's gonna be an absolute shit show. So I guess let's keep diving in. Oh wow. Look at that. So I was fucking right. There was no plate in between the two friction plates. So it's part where they messed up is that you don't need this plate. You're literally putting it again. Yeah. So that's might have what happened. Is it should have been here and then that to complete it. So they put together the clutch wrong. That probably caused a lot of issues. So far, not too bad. Look at that, huh? Like a standard spring from Home Depot as a exhaust spring. Funny thing or not, it has a FMF Gold Series though. The only good thing on it. They're actually not even rounded or anything, even though the bolt looks janky. But that might be how the Yamahas do it. So I'm used to, you know, go red, ride red. So we're gonna keep tearing it down, see how it goes. See if this will work better. Yep, and it does. Need to basically acts like an impact is just use a hammer and just smack your wrench. It gives you a little bit more force. Taking off a top end that's a little tricky, I would say, is either a dead blow or just like a rubber mallet like this. 14 bucks, they're cheap, and you know, basically a cheap insurance to keep it from, you know, fucking up your head when you're trying to remove it. Basically just kind of whacking a couple spots here and there, and it helps it wiggle off. I guess it would be smart if you take off the radiator hoses too. As you just take off this hose, and I should have done that, so let's continue. Usually a screwdriver helps pretty well. And that's it. Ta-da. And this should just pop right out. Yeah. Bore looks good though, but definitely the it's definitely shot. Shit, it would've been nice if I actually fixed this bike. It's completely seized up.
My dude, you just got pranked. Bet you didn't see that one
I
coming
mean, we're
up.
talking about, I just wonder if that's because I left it sit, or what even caused it, to be honest. Cause like I said, this thing turned over when I bought it, and it would start, but for whatever reason, man, it just seized up completely. Like, we're talking about the piston is seized, the actual crank rod is seized, and maybe the bearings are fine, but yeah, no, that engine's definitely just shot now. Thanks for watching, and subscribe if you like the content. I mean, don't subscribe if you don't. It's nothing to it, but it does help the channel a lot. It's free, and appreciate the views.